Hi guys, when it comes to the Tories, or at least the current shower of Conservatives, and I mean the ones occupying number 10 now, or likely to take over in just over a week, it's almost as if you think of the worst case scenario, that becomes their modus operandi. What am I talking about? During a live stream a few weeks ago, I was introduced to the concept of warm banks, like a food bank, but somewhere people struggling to heat their homes or heat themselves go in order not to freeze. They can be schools or libraries or community centres, you name it. Now that the term has entered public discourse, it seems more and more councils are looking to them as a solution, which of course lets Johnson, Sunak and Truss off the hook. The whole concept was described as shocking by former Tory Minister Lord O'Neill when he spoke to Times Radio. Have a listen.
One of the plans being thought up is the idea of warm banks. Essentially, what buildings have we got where we're heating them in a way that they're warm, and we can point people to go and, find refuge there?
I mean, you sort of shake your head, don't you? I mean, we're supposed to be an advanced civilized country. And if this is the kind of way we're having to prepare, it's really bothersome. I mean, I'd like to see, I've got nothing against a more expansive fiscal policy, but I'd like to see it more focused on true commitment to levelling up, true commitment to helping people not so well off, as opposed to tax cuts, which from what I can see are not really necessary to help the current or future need and might make the inflation problem worse. But for us to be having to think about so-called warm banks is really quite, I don't know what the right phrase is, it's quite shocking really.
And he's completely correct, the idea that warm banks are the solution. And I think what's going to happen once again is Boris Johnson's government, which is famous for offloading responsibility, is going to be replaced with probably Liz Truss's government, which is going to be a continuity government. It's going to just offload responsibility once again, and this time it's going to be offloaded onto councils. So councils may get a bit extra funding to do what? To provide warm banks. The Tories will look at this as the cheaper option, or the option where they don't have to get involved. Give the responsibility to somebody else. Give it to charities. Give it to the councils. And you're going to start to see warm banks springing up all over the place. Now, the problem also with the warm banks, it's not a real solution because they have to spend a huge amount of money heating them as well. So you can have schools, but who's going to pay for the schools? Is it the council? And what if their bills become astronomical like the schools are already facing? One school that I talked about before spending 800,000, or is expected to spend £800,000. They can't afford it. And if you turn it into a food bank, will the council be able to afford it? Yes, the government may offload that responsibility, but can they bear that responsibility? The real solution has to be providing people with the means to pay for this and nationalising these industries, because this cannot continue. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.